Good evening. My name is Kerry Garnier and I am a stress management consultant. I'm also a teacher with the Toronto District School Board. So I am off for the summer. Yay, yay, yay. My heart goes out to the teachers who are doing summer school. Best of luck to you. I hope it goes easily, smoothly, quickly. Myself, I am definitely enjoying the fact that I am not at school this week. Today I thought we would start with another myth. And I like this myth. I like to bust this myth right open. So the myth is this, that stress motivates us. Now I've seen this myth sort of debunked in two ways, in that a little bit of stress motivates us, but not a lot. And I actually don't like looking at it that way. I believe that stress does not motivate us, and we need to define that energy that moves us forward differently. And I see that more as a stimulus that can motivate us. If we know something needs to get done, that can actually motivate us. But to me, if it goes anywhere into the stress zone, that is what can shut us down. And even if we are motivated by stress to get something done, that's not necessarily the most effective way to work. So in fact, if there's a stress motivator, my feeling is tap down the stress anyway and look for the stimulus to take you forward from there. It'll make for a better experience. And in fact, it can totally change the way an experience plays out. So I'm going to give you an example. An example of that is service providers that we employ. So that could be phone service provider, internet service provider, any of our service providers. And some of the bigger ones can be a challenge to work with. So say we get a bill and we don't like what we see in front of us because it's not what we're expecting. So there's a stress there, and there's a stress to phone the provider and get this dealt with. Okay, so there is a very real stress there, and that stress is probably going to push us through that action because we want this resolved. I would like to propose to you that before making that phone call, you actually tap on that stress. Tap away the stressful part, tap away the previous phone calls that have gone badly, because if you go into that phone call thinking, I'm going to get this fixed and I'm not going to take any nonsense and I don't care what they say, and if you go into that phone call with all of this stress about how badly this phone call is going to go, guess what? You're creating exactly what you're putting into this system. So I have done this myself, and I am challenging you to try it, especially if you do, like I say, have a service provider that you need to contact and you're feeling anxious or stressed about it. Tap it down first, and then tap in what you want to have experience be, then make your phone call. So today earlier, I did have a stressful situation when I realized that my child in Japan was lost within their first hour of being there. And they needed to contact where they were staying and needed to use texting, needed to use data roaming. And none of this had we previously arranged with the service provider. So this was premium, 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 premium. So here I am this morning, even though I'm now stressed about this. I love and accept myself anyway, even though I've tried to change this online and the billing cycle has already started. I love and accept myself anyway, even though I'm pretty sure they're not going to be able to help us. And that's very stressful because I don't want the bill to be $100 extra. I love and accept myself anyway. So all of this stress, I'm not going to get what I need. I'm so afraid that this is going to be a bad phone call. I have no legs to stand on. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. We didn't arrange this ahead of time like we were supposed to. And the billing cycle just started. It's already too late. I can't wait till next billing cycle because the child will be home by then. All of this stress, all of this stress, all of this stress. I'm not going to get the answer I want. I'm not going to get the answer I want. All of this stress. So that's just an example of 2 rounds to move the stress down. And for me, that's all I needed, because I have done my work around these kinds of phone calls a lot, and I've tapped down my stress about them. I actually expect the person on the other end to answer my prayers and to be the person to save me. And I often go in with that mindset. So once you've tapped down the stress, then it's time to tap in that mindset. So even though I'm totally in the wrong here, I don't have a leg to stand on, and I don't know how this is going to be fixed, I love and accept myself anyway. And I'm open to allowing the person on the other end of the call to help me, even though I have no leg to stand on. I'm the one that made the mistake. I have no recourse here. I love and accept myself. And I'm open to the other person on the call being the answer to my prayers. Even though I'm the one who screwed up, we don't have a leg to stand on. I love and accept myself anyway. And I'm open to this actually going smoothly. I'm open to the fact that they appreciate my business. I know I'm a long-standing customer in good standing, and I'm open to them wanting to solve my problem. Right, so I'm still in the wrong here. We didn't plan this before Caleb left to Japan. Now we need international roaming. I don't even know if we can get that, but I know I am a good customer. I know I'm a long-standing customer. I know my loyalty matters to them, and I am so open to this phone call going well. I'm so open to this person helping me. I'm so open to this being okay. I am very open to that. I'm open to be taken care of. I'm open to really liking my phone provider. I'm open to this being a good experience. I'm really open to that. Really open to that. Okay. So again, for me, not a lot of work. For you, you might find you're still stuck in the bad experiences that you've had. And if you did have one particular bad experience, I would go back to that experience and sort of deconstruct it. Start at the beginning of the experience. I phoned into my provider, and then the first time something upsets you, and then they put me on hold for half an hour. Okay, so now tap down the frustration of being on hold for half an hour. Okay, do that. All this frustration, all this frustration, all this frustration, all this frustration, all this frustration. Then go back to the beginning of the phone call. I phoned in. They put me for half an hour on hold. Check. Is the frustration gone around that? If not, do some more tapping on that. Go to the next thing. Then I got somebody and they totally dismissed my concerns, and I was angry. Even though I was very angry. And then tap down all the anger. Like if there was a bad phone call you had, deconstruct it, tap down all the emotions, and then go back to the current phone call that you have to make, even though I don't believe this is possible. I love and accept myself, and I'm open to a good phone call, even though I don't believe this was possible, because it wasn't possible before. I love and accept myself anyway, even though I don't think a good phone call is possible. I don't think they can help me. I love and accept myself anyway. So I don't think a good phone call is possible, but I'm open to the possibility that it is. Oh, I've been so burned before, but I'm open to the possibility that this time will be different. I don't think I'm going to get the results I want, but I'm open to the possibility that maybe I can. So you notice how I'm alternating between it's not going to work and this could actually work. It's not going to work. This could actually work. And you want to tap that around. And then for the final round, just tap in all the good stuff. And here's the other things I would add to this final round. I'm open to remaining calm. I'm open to remaining thankful for working with the person I get. I'm open to remaining calm. I'm open to appreciating what they can do. I'm open to asking questions. I'm open to asking if somebody else can help me if they can't. I'm open to appreciating them. I'm open to them being the answer I need. I'm open for them to take care of me, and I'm open to doing that in a really kind and respectful way. I'm open to this being a really effective phone call. I'm open to getting good answers. I'm open to getting a good experience. I'm open to getting a good experience. And just tap that around. So just to let you know, I did phone up, and I am very proud to say this is Freedom Mobile. It's now called, or used to be called Wind. I still think of them as Wind. So I did phone in this morning and explain the situation. Child's in Japan. Billing cycle just started at midnight today. So we missed that opportunity. He said, yes, should have set it up ahead of time. I said, I know, and he said, but I will do it at my end. 80% sure it'll happen. 20% it might not, because she's already out of the country. And I said, oh, okay, and how can we check that? So he told me how to check that. He gave me the instructions. I wrote it all down. And I went about my day. Near the end of the day, I phoned back and said, I'm checking in on this, blah, 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 blah. And I got somebody who couldn't help me. And I wasn't at home with my notes. And so I did get frustrated, and I had to hang up the phone. I had to say, thank you very much, but you're not helping me the way I need to be helped. Then I came home, did a little bit of tapping. I can do this. I can keep asking. I can say, but I know the person I talked to this morning had the answers for me. And I know you can help me out. I know the next person can help me out. So I got back on the phone, and I was much more calm and much more appreciative of the person that I got. I explained what had happened. They referred to the phone call from about 45 minutes earlier, and I said, yeah, I know. I just had that call, but I had this call this morning, and this is what we had laid in, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And he said, okay, let me go away and look at the printout. He comes back and says, but I only have this information. And I said, I know you have that information, but I know that the guy from this morning, he had a different information, and he was getting information from today. So I know there's a way to do it. I don't know what that is, but can you check for me? And the guy said, okay, let me go check with my somebody. I said, that would be fantastic. So we went off and checked with his somebody, and he came back to me and said, okay, so now I see the charges of blah, 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 but that won't be until your next billing cycle. And I said, I know that, but I need to know, when was the last text when was the last text done? And he said, oh, 8:35 this morning. I went, perfect. And what was the charge on that text? And he said 15 cents. And I said, 1.5? And he said, yes. And I said, no, it was a good phone call. So, and I said, thank you very much. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. So the reduced rate to being on the package we wanted, this really short-term package, was the 15 cents that we had. If he'd said 5.0, then I'd known that what he'd try to apply hadn't worked, and then I could let my child know, okay, don't use roaming and text as little as possible because we don't have the coverage. But when this guy said, no, it was 1.5 cents, I said, yes. And so I let Caleb know, go ahead. If you need to use data for getting around the city to find out where you are, you can. And if you need to text, you can. It's okay, we're covered. So, absolutely. Is even a little stress a good thing? I don't think so. Remove the stress and allow the stimulus, the need to change the situation, to still be your impetus into action. With these kinds of phone calls, tap down the negative story, tap down previous stresses, tap down previous bad experiences, and know there can be a positive experience. So even today, if the fellow at the end of today's third phone call had said, that didn't happen, that app didn't go through, I still would have been happy because I got my answer and I got service. So that's what I got for this evening. I hope that is helpful. If you like this video and you think this can help somebody else, send it on, forward it on. If you would like to work one-on-one with me to solve more in-depth problems, please reach out to me at kerrygarnier.com. I would love to work one-on-one with you. And now that it's summertime, I actually have some time to take on some extra clients. Have an amazing Thursday evening. Stay cool, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.